create a professional business email address in 60 seconds. Now, I just believe I don't go against 60 seconds, but this just takes 60 seconds to set everything up. So here is exactly how to create a professional business email without wasting money, like spending a lot of money, without the tech headaches, like using, I don't know, different techs and stuff like that, and without doing anything fancy, like technically and stuff like that. Okay. So before we dive in, you just have to understand that a professional business email is not about being clever. It's about being recognizable. It's about being verifiable. And it's about being trusted. Why? Because when we have a business email, when someone just looks at it, they have to trust us, and they have to be like, whenever they look the email, they have to recognize exactly what we do or exactly what our brand is, right? But it's not about being clever, like, I don't know, calling 123 something like that. No. Okay. So here's how we build it. Okay, step one, we have to buy a domain. Okay, so we have to buy a domain from a trusted provider. We do not have to guess here. Okay, we don't have to go, I don't know, to ChatGPT or something like that. Yeah, you can go to ChatGPT. It can give you different variations of trusted providers that they're out there. But okay, you have to use providers that millions of businesses already use. Why? Because they prove that they are safe. Okay, they prove that they are standard, and they prove that they are reliable. If no one knows the platform, if no one knows the provider, then it means like it's not of good use, it's not reliable. Okay, so one of them you can use is GoDaddy, Namecheap, Google Domains, which I think right now is shifted to Squarespace. The other one is Cloudflare Domains, or you can also go with Google Workspace. I will just show you later on. Okay, but if you want the simplest option, you can use Namecheap or Google Domains. So, for example, you can go here. Let's go with what Google Domains, right? I think it's down to Squarespace or something like that. Okay, these are sponsored, so we have to be very careful. Okay, this is the Google Domains, okay, that I visit often, and I think right now is probably shifted to Squarespace or something like that. My network is really down. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, so it's shifted to Squarespace, so let's go to Squarespace. I think so. Hmm. Okay, so now we're on Squarespace, and on Squarespace, what I want you to do is I want you to find a domain right here on the top right corner. Okay, find a domain. When you click that one, it will bring you to this page where you have to buy your dream domain. So every dream needs a domain. That's the slogan. Okay, so here you can type in anything. It can be Colin.com, maybe ColinCoaching.com, maybe Johnson Smith, maybe everything emails, maybe 10x.com, anything of your choice. If you have your business that is registered maybe in online coaching, maybe Collins online coaching, you can just type it in there, like online coaching.com. Like, for example, online Colin coaching. Wait, what? Okay, online Colin coaching.com, right? And then we search for it. Okay, what ends up happening is Squarespace is going to give us a list of variations. Okay, for example, here we have an exact match, and we have the price of it. Now all these prices are priced based on per year. It's like all of this is like $14 per year, $9 per year. They always range from $10, like $9 to $15 per year. Okay, it's not per month, per year. Okay, so for example, if this is the domain, you just come here, you add to cart, and then when you add it to cart, it's gonna bring you this. Okay, so there's $14 per year, which is the domain what we went to. There's this one which is .net, also is $14. .org is $9. So one domain, 14 per year. So you can check out, you can go, you can finish, you can buy the domain, right? You can go with anything. For example, I can go with also, let's say, everything emails.com, right? Everything emails.com, it gives me also matches of this. I can go with what? Let's say a name. Let's go with a name. Let's say johnsmith.com, right? Let's see. Okay, johnsmith.com, like the exact johnsmith.com is unavailable, but we have different other different things. Okay, that is johnsmith.studio, John Smith Company, johnjamesmith.net, johnsmithauthor.net, St. John Smith dot that one, John Smith CC, John Smith Club, John Smith Up, John Smith Live, John Smith Work, John Smith Space. There's a lot of them. You can just choose one and add to cart. So for example, if this one is unavailable, you can also add it to cart, right? For example, let's do this. Does this even add to cart? Oh, Squarespace does not allow that. So if it's unavailable, it's unavailable. You cannot add it to cart. You cannot take it. Okay, so that's cool. But I hope that you get the idea of what I meant there. Okay, so you can go to any of this one. You can go to GoDaddy and do the same. You can go to Namecheap and do the same. You can go to third like Google Domains, which is Squarespace, and do the same. You can go to Cloudflare and do the same. You can go to Google Workspace and do the same. The aim here is buying the domain first before we set up the email. Okay, so then after that you go there, you type your brand name, example like which one I just gave you. If it's available, you buy it. Okay, and our domain costs around $10 to $15 per year, so it's really good price. That's why I said it's the simplest option, like the cheapest option. That's option the best. Okay, step number two is that you choose the domain name that looks clean, and the rules that matter is that those domains should not have numbers, should not have dashes, should not have extra words. Okay, why do we want it to be like that? Because if it has numbers on it, if it has dashes on it, or maybe emojis or stuff like that, what ends up happening is that they are saying, first of all, it cannot have emojis. Okay, so pardon me, what ends up happening is that it just be seen as it doesn't look professional, so it just be seen, it's be seen like spam. Okay, so the bad examples that I was talking about are like everything dash emails 1 to 3, like something like this, it's unprofessional and it's not good. Or something like this, best emails for you.net, it's not good. Okay, just put it in words, something like johnsmith.co, growthstudio.io, or everythingemails.com. Okay, it's easy, it's good, it's fast, and it's easily seen. Okay, it's not weird. Don't buy something weird, as I said. Okay, step three, you create your domain to an email provider. So the aim here of step three is that we wanna create an email, okay, using our domain, okay, which is the professional email that we want to create. Okay, so this is where like most people get confused. It can be you too. Okay, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to clear out your confusion, so don't worry. So you only need one of these two things. Okay, one is Google Workspace and two is Microsoft Outlook. Okay, so if you're already using Gmail, okay, pick Google Workspace. Understood? If you are already using Outlook, pick Microsoft Outlook or Microsoft 365. We're calling it right now like that, okay? Why? Because both are trusted by banks, enterprises, and governments, okay? That's why they work. So the thing is that you have to sign up, then you follow this setup steps, then you connect your domain to that Google Workspace that everything is there. So for example, right, I already signed here, but let's begin. Okay, let's start one. Google Workspace, right? So Google Workspace, it comes this one, it pops up this one, so you go on Google Workspace, and after that one I want you to scroll down, right, and then I want you to go right here, okay, because it gives us different options about calendar, Gemini security, Google Meetings, and stuff like that, Google Docs. Wait, okay, down here, I want you to click on this one because it helps us, like, this is specifically for helping us to create the email. Okay, so when you click right here, you will go to this page, and in this page it tells us to create an email address to stand up. Okay, so we're gonna create our business email address here. Press get started, and then we're gonna go. So the next thing you're gonna do is create a new account, and then after that you're gonna put your business name. Now that depends. Me, I will say like Colin Copy Sales, right? And then number of employees including you. If you're only yourself, you can just choose your own, stuff like that. I would choose just me. and then you're gonna select the region. If you're in Thailand, blah blah blah, South Africa, the United States, anywhere, you just click and then you go. Okay, and then right here you're gonna write your name and the second info name, and then you're gonna put your current email address, right? So here the last name is gonna go Joffrey, and then I'm gonna click next. And then after that one, as I said before, like you can use Google Workspace to create a new custom domain. But for us, we went for the cheaper option, which is Squarespace. It's good. We got our domain for $14 or $10 or $15 per year. Then what we're gonna do is setting up our email using our existing domain which we bought from Squarespace. So after you click here, you're gonna go with continue. And then we're gonna put out the domain name. Now I'm telling you this is pretty simple because it's just something you can read and just fill out. Okay. Now after here you're gonna put out your domain name and then you're gonna follow the steps. It just takes like 5 minutes to fill out everything. Okay, and after that it's done like forever until the year ends. It's done. Okay, forever by the way, because after the year ends you just need to renew your payment plan. Unless if you don't renew the payment plan, then the domain is gonna fail and your email will be invalid. Okay, but if you renew the payment plan for $14 or $15, then it's for forever, right? So step number four, we create our actual email address. Now we're going to keep it simple in the Google Workspace. Create something like john at everythingemails.com, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. All we want is clarity and all we want is more people to see our emails and see us as professionals. So step number five is we set the sender name correctly. Now the sender name, what I mean by sender name is that whenever I send an email to someone, maybe I send an email to you, you see my name there. When the email pops up in your inbox, you see my name there, maybe Colin, and then you see the subject line of the email, right? So that sender name, that name that pops up there, that my name, that's the sender name. Okay, so we're gonna set it up maybe in Google Workspace because that's the place that we use to set up the professional email, right? So we're gonna go there, maybe write John everything emails, or maybe John from everything emails, or maybe just John, right? It depends to what you want. Okay, so do not add emojis, do not add claims, do not add hyphens, do not add, I don't know, anything like that. Just put it simple and clear because if it looks like spam, again, it will be treated like spam. People are going to delete it if they see it like spam. Okay, so that's the basic step. Step number six is that you set a basic email signature. Okay, your signature should answer three questions: who are you, what do you do, and where can I verify you? Where can they, like your prospects, verify you? So it's not a must to have these three things like John everything emails.com. It's not a must to have them. You can just have your name there, like who are you, and that's enough. Okay, so don't complicate things. Don't, like, it's not that complicated. Okay, so anything more reduces trust, not increasing it. Okay, so keep it short, keep it simple. The last step is step number seven, where we have to check the deliverability. Okay, so we have to test the deliverability once by sending an email to maybe your friend or maybe your other account on Gmail, Outlook, or Yahoo. Okay, you have to go to all those three. You have to send one for Gmail, one for Outlook, one for Yahoo, because these are different email providers, and you have to see if your email is landing in the inbox. If it doesn't, we have a problem. Okay, so we have to check if it lands in the inbox, if the name looks clean and it's exactly what we wanted, and we have to see if the domain matches the brand that we registered on. If every check, if these all boxes, like all this, are done and it's a yes, then that's the entire system. Okay, we are done. No tool stack needed, no money. I don't know, you don't need to hire someone to do that for you. It just takes like 5 minutes to set all this up. You buy just the domain, you go to Google Workspace, you put your email, business email, and it's done, right? No money wasted, no advanced setups, no technical issues, no complicated stuff. Okay, that's the goal. The goal is to be trusted as fast as possible. Okay, and then you're gonna have something like this. Maybe Colin, wait, yeah, Colin at everythingemails.com. Let's put this in small letters. Can I do that even? Nah. Okay. Let's rewrite this in small letters. Everything emails.com. So everything everythingemails.com. So at the end, we're gonna have is something like this, and it's going to be a banger, right? So that's it for this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions regarding the content that I just went through. I know this wasn't 60 seconds, but please forgive me. I try to explain everything and give you value of about everything that I know. Okay, so that's it. See you on the next one. Like, subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.